Hello, everybody. Yep, this is the intro. I've got nothing particular to say. So yes, let's play the intro video.
In the heart of northern Italy lies a town steeped in footballing history. Welcome to Vercelli, home to one of the most storied clubs in Italian football, Pro Vercelli. Languishing in the lower leagues as its once glittering legacy faded into obscurity. But now, a new chapter is about to be written. A chapter of redemption, revival, and triumph. Get ready to witness the rebirth of a footballing legend. This is Football Manager 24, the Pro Vercelli Chronicles.
Hello and welcome back to the Pro Vercelli Chronicles. So, I quite successfully mucked up that intro, didn't I? I'm going to keep it. Why not? So, we're actually unbeaten in Serie A, with our only defeat coming to Paris Saint-Germain, and we've won every other game. So, since you were last with me, we lost 2-1 to Paris Saint-Germain in the Champions League before beating Regina 2-1 with Urkel and Pingle. We then beat Chelsea 2-0 with Clerk getting a brace. We then faced Sampdoria and won 3-0 with Zhao getting a brace and Clerk on the score sheet. We then beat Inter 3-0, Lala, Alejandro and Bondhouse getting our goals before a 7-1 victory over Fiorentina with Hein, Urkel hat-trick, Zhao brace and Pingle. Things are going well. Although we're 18th in the Champions League, with what's going on, I think we'll push right up the top, and we're already 5 points clear in Serie A. That looks like a formality. So today we are going to face Basel, and then we're going to skip the 2 league games and go on to Villarreal. So the team to face Basel is Zeidler in goal, because Dressler has had an injury. He's back in full training tomorrow, so I've put him on the bench, but ideally not worth risking. Alejandro, Weidinger, Hein and Diaz at the back. Nero and Urkel in midfield, with Costa, Zhao and Clerk behind Pingle up top. Lala and Keone not fully match fit, so they'll be on the bench and they might come on later on in the game if needed, which will be very interesting. And I've already drank my coffee this morning, so that's quite depressing. I'll probably get another one and have that between games as well, so you don't have to watch me drink coffee today. So yeah, the international breaks happened. I'm recording this one on Tuesday, so we haven't obviously played the second game. England played at the weekend. It was better than the Euros, but is that really difficult? I hold judgment a little bit. We looked like we were playing further up the pitch, which is all I think anybody wants. But we'll see. I might have already talked about that in yesterday's video. I can't remember today. As the intro sort of proved, my brain just isn't working. But Urkel has scored a beautiful goal there to make it 1-0. Fantastic. So yeah, things are looking up. Very much so, not just in the Champions League, but in the league. I was shocked when I realised we had won all 9 games. So, a quarter of the way through the season, roughly. And we're looking good, and we've faced the likes of Inter. So realistically, there's no reason why that run can't continue. It probably won't, but there's no reason why it can't. We're going to have a little look. It looked like Zhao picked up a knock. He did. So what are we going to do? I'm going to bring on Lala, but swap Nero and Lala over. So Lala's in there. Or I could have done a... No, I'll do that. I like Lala. Lala's my boy. I can't remember. When did I sign Lala? It was quite a while ago. From Manchester City, £19 million. And he's sort of been in and out, but every time he's played, he's been fantastic. Obviously, he had that year-long injury. And I thought, oh, that was him over. And I thought Ben Rose was going to massively overtake him and Lala would be struggling. But he really hasn't. He's come back and he's just got better and better. And his stats do look like they've got holes in, but they haven't really for what he does. And, I'm sitting there like, the boy, just sometimes players outplay their stats, and Lala seems to do that. Although all of his stats scream playmaker. He's got good first touch, good passing, good technique, great composure, great decisions, good leadership, great vision. He's a pure deep line playmaker at every level, and Urkel has just put it in the back of the net for his 7th goal of the season. And considering the three currently on, Urkel, Lala and Nero are kind of chipping and changing who starts basically in the central midfield. Nero's only on because of the injury. It's very interesting. So, Urkel's going to come back. Pingle's coming off. We're going to bring Hamande on. Bondhouse is coming on. And Vinny is coming on as well. We're 2-0 up, so Hein could do with a rest. So he'll come on for Ellie. Ellie? Who the... Is that Ellie? Ellie? Who the... is Ellie? Nobody knows. I apologise for today's video. Lala off the post. Again, I apologise for today's video. It really has gone to pot. But I'll still release it because, it's like last week I was struggling a little bit with my... I'll tell you what, I'll talk about this in the next game. So I will see you in a minute for the game against Villarreal in just a second. Hello and welcome back. So we beat Atlanta 3-1 with Zhao getting a brace and Costa getting a penalty. We then beat Calgaria 5-2. They had a man sent off as well, but Costa got a hat-trick, Pingle got one, and Nero got one as well. Meaning the team for the game against Villarreal is Dresler in goal with Alejandro, Weidiger, Hein and Keone at the back. Nero and Lala in midfield, Costa, Zhao and Clark behind Pingle up top. So we've still won every single game in Serie A this season, which is remarkable to say the least. And back to what I was saying at the end of the last game. Last week I was struggling a little bit with mental health issues. But yeah, today I've just woken up and my brain's going 100 million miles an hour, and I just feel kind of. Lala's got another goal. I feel like I'm. How do I explain it? I almost feel hyper. It's weird. I can't explain it, but I'm sure you know if you struggle from any sort of mental health issues, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But yeah, so words are difficult today, and that's the way it is. But as things stand, we are 1-0 up against Villarreal, and that puts us into the top 8, and Pingle has a corner. He's unable to find a white shirt, but Zhao's picked it up, plays it back out towards Pingle, but it's cleared. But Alejandro's gathered. Weidinger, is this ball going to turn back up the top, or are we ending the highlight? But they've turned it over, but we've regained it with Lala Hein. This is a very long highlight. Lala's tackled hard there, and Villarreal have the ball, but Keone gets it back. Have we somehow got onto... No, we're still only on key highlights, which is crazy. Clark, Costa's header off the post. Now Alejandro, can he keep it in? No, he loses out, and surely that's the end of the highlight. I still don't quite understand what that highlight was about. We're going to encourage them, and that's pissed them off. Lovely. Shouts are broken. They have been for a long time. Ever since the good old days with a cheeky, calm concentrate. The calm and concentrate one that used to work all the time. Oh, Javier has scored. Didn't we have Javier? Is he ours? Javier. I vaguely remember Javier. Come on, boys. Get back to it. We are just going to... Leonardo Javier. Maybe. Yes, we did. It is our one. And then we sold him to Southampton. Got our money back for him, basically, because he wasn't as good as we thought he was going to be. So we are going to now demand more as the highlight starts. Typical. Zhao Clerk just gives the ball away. Awesome. That's a very odd name, Awesome. Look, Awesome. Awesome. Cracking. When you get into the future, there are some really weird names. And here's Dele Alli. And that's a goal, but surely that was offside, was it not? I thought Alfred looked offside to me. Yes, it was. And I know that's not Dele Alli, it's Dennis Alli. Wonder if it's his son. Right, Lala's coming off for Urkel. We've also got this guy. What am I going to do up top? We've got Bondhouse and Hamada. Zhao's coming off. Pingle drops back. Hamada comes on. And Costa's going to come off for Bondhouse as well. And Adriano's coming off for Studia. Let's go. We just need to freshen things up and hope that gives us a bit of life. Here's Weidinger, Slater, Bondhouse. Plays it in towards Urkel, but the ball's headed away and Ali's got it, and that could be a red card. It is. Hines been sent off. Great. Who's coming off? Pingle, I suppose, for Ellie. And we're also going to bring off Nero for Ben. I can't count, apparently. Great. Down to 10 men. And yes, we're going to go attacking. Best form of defence is attack. Come on, boys. Do something. Nero's tired. Clerk's shattered. Right, Bondhouse up top. Like, we're going to go to this. Right. Like that. Confirm. Play. Let's hope that gives us a bit more. Come on. That was a weird highlight. But there is a highlight, and it's fallen to us. We have a corner right at the death of the game. Can we score in the dying seconds? Hadad plays it in. The ball's cleared. Oh, that was our chance. And we fail to take it. Meaning that we are in that top 16. And when do we come back? I want to come back for Dortmund and Genoa tomorrow. But if you've enjoyed that, please leave a like. Subscribe if you're new. I've been the Masked Manager, and until next time, I have spoken.